What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the channel. We got here a mystery box of Japanese tackle. This is the JDM Bento box from the Hookup Tackle. This was actually their Christmas bundle. They had a bunch of them. One of them was $3,000. I tried to talk Paul into it. He said no.
You're right.
I was sad about it.
Well,
I was going to do it.
And then my wife said, "Are you out of your friggin' mind?"
Came with a bunch of megabass rods, a bunch of baits, a couple hoodies.
We just did the math, and I was like, "How many rods does it go?"
4 or 5, I think.
Not enough.
Like a lot. They're destroyers, though. They're like $500 rods.
Not enough.
It was worth it. Anyways, but we got this one instead. So this is $200. This is called the Compromise Box, and it's full of baits. Check this out. There's a lot.
Ah! What's insane is I've looked at this box for like 2 or 3 minutes and I did not scratch the surface.
There are things hidden underneath. Okay, so what does spending $200 on a Japanese bento box from the Hookup Tackle actually get you? Numerically, go.
You will get 13 bags of plastics, which is basically a Raid Japan fire sale. Which, if you're not familiar, we have become familiar over the years. Raid is nothing but bangers. You get 12 jigs, 11 hard baits, miscellaneous, 7 swim baits, 6 jerk baits, megabass sprinkled in, and then 1 spinner bait and a partridge in a pear tree. That's what you get. And when you buy one of these boxes, which we've talked about this for a while. We're like, should we get the box? No, it's $200. I don't want to do that. And then randomly Jeff was like, so I bought the box. And I was like, all right, well, we'll find out what's inside.
Well, there's a million of these worms. There's one less of these worms. We have 8 bags of these Raid Japan. This is the Fat Whip.
Fat Whip.
And essentially, I'm sure it's not every color they have, but it's a lot of different colors.
So this is that worm. Now I'm going to tell you guys right now, right off the bat, let's not even do stuff.
These be dense.
Well, these are cool, but before we get into these, what I want to say is all the packaging is not in English. I am not quadruple lingual, so I will not be reading all these.
But we have Google Translate.
Did you smell I did smell these.
I hate it.
Well, you're not supposed to like it. So before we get all these, a lot of times you can read the back of the package and kind of figure out, hey, how is this supposed to work? We're not going to be able to do that for a lot of these because they're not in English. So we will have to forego judgment, or please don't ruin us if we don't get these right. But these are heavy-weighted worms. Again, Raid Japan, bangers all day, cool colors.
I would say we defer to all of our friends in the comments who know
100%.
more about the JDM stuff than we do, which is a lot of folks.
First one is this chartreuse, and this is the heavy-weighted model. All of these are. So you get a couple colors. You got the chartreuse. What one do you have there?
Oh, this is the Crystal Shad.
Crystal Shad.
I like that. I don't have a lot of worms in this color, so
no, that is really cool.
I like getting different things.
I have no worms in a color like this. This color, very intricately named, clear red. Gasp.
We got green pumpkin blue flake, which is a classic.
That is a really cool
color.
There's
actually 2 packs of that. There's also 2 bags of the Tenga EBI, which I already showed a little bit.
Sick.
And then we've got, this one's lit.
It's almost like motor oil.
Look at that with the gold flake in there.
Yeah, but it's really small. The flake is super small.
Sick.
That is a really cool color.
I love it.
We mentioned the stench. It's real. It has permeated all my skin.
It will attract a lot of fruit flies, is what I would imagine.
Now, while I like that worm, right off the bat, I was like, man, 13 bags of plastics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are worms. Cool, not $200 cool. The box will redeem itself, but right off the bat, you're like, snore.
I would fully imagine that you could take this entire kit with you and go fishing.
Oh, yeah.
And what are you going to burn through the most when you're fishing? Worms.
Man makes a good point.
I get where they're coming from.
It's kind of like getting hooks. You're like, darn, I didn't want that. And then you're like, well, how do I fish without these? You can't.
Yep.
Next.
All right, so this next one we were both really excited about. This is the Buggy Craw and Lime Shart.
Great color. It's a cool color.
Oh my God, this bait is sick.
It's a cool color.
It reminds me a lot of the Dookie baits. It's very much a gravity-looking bait.
That's why I was excited. Is it a dense one?
It feels pretty dense. I don't know how heavy it is or if it's going to float. I know nothing about this.
This got weight. It's probably a quarter ounce each.
The appendages are very nice. The appendages, very nice. I like it a lot. Great color. Looks awesome. Can't wait to flip that around.
Next up, we have another Raid Japan. Again, fire sale on Raid Japan products. We've got the Battle Hog Sapphire Blue.
Don't have a lot of these colors either.
None. I don't have a single bait that is this color. Look at this thing. This is asinine. This is asinine. Look at the size of the clubs this thing is toting around.
Hey, is it asinine?
It's asinine. It is completely insane. It's really cool. 3.8 inches, so not a big craw.
No.
Big clubs. Guys swinging some monsters here. It'll be fun. You'll have to use a small hook. This will be a lot of fun. I would Carolina rig this all day.
But dude, what even is this?
Yes.
This is Evergreen Pro Design worm. They make a bunch of different plastics, but this is the Bass Enemy stick. The Bass Enemy.
It just has a big forehead
It's
looking horn there.
Little, it's a little 3-inch rhinoceros worm.
Rhinoceri?
It's got this little appendigi that goes up top, and then the tickle tail off the back. Just skinny body to it.
3-inch.
I literally have no idea what to do with this, but I'm excited to look it up and find out.
Yeah, we need to learn on that one.
It looks really cool.
Now, we do have a pack of these. I think Jeff will probably get these because I have a pack from Brennan Brown.
Oh, yeah, you do.
So I do have a pack of these. This is the 1-Up Shad.
Yeah, I get to play now.
The Swamura.
Is it the Swammerai?
I wish it was Swammerai. There's no I.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, you know, you can't win them all. This thing
Call
is really
us
cool,
for
though.
marketing advice. We can help.
The 1-Up
Swammerai.
Swamura Shad 4 in melon, pepper, red flake. This thing is really cool. It's basically, you don't really need to add a weight to these. They are weighted on their own. Sorry, Jeff, I'm gonna open this for you.
Man.
Cool clamshell pack. Actually, I really like the packaging. So a jointed swimmer. You can see the joint right there in the middle. A little hook hider on the top and the bottom. But it's a dense plastic. So this is going to be, all the weight is in the plastic on its own. You just EWG it, or you just put a hook in it, and then you can manage it as needed. You can put belly weight, like shove a little spike in there, nail weight, or whatever you got to do to get it down. Pretty fun, pretty cool. I love the dense plastics. They're really fun to fish for me. I don't know. I thought that was pretty neat. Those are expensive. Those are not cheap. I think those are like 11 or 15 bucks for a pack.
I'm not excited to open this one.
Because it's soup. It is soup inside.
Good soup.
Good soup. No soup for you.
Look at all that juice. So this is the Stagger Weedless Swim Bait Series wide 4-inch new twist wave motion for upper direction.
It's crazy, and I like the picture of the rigs because like it very simply tells you how could you rig this?
Do this.
I would be interested to see the jig that this would fit on.
Oh gosh.
This is a big bait.
I wore a white sweater for today.
Yeah, huge mistake.
I'm an idiot.
This is like eating pasta in like a white sweater.
Look at this thing. Flat on the top.
It's cool.
Ribbed on the bottom.
It's so cool.
Wide body design, and you got this tail.
I think you and I we
juiced up.
And so it's interesting. They say drop shot, but they've got it on like an EWG.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. They say Texas rig, which, I mean, that totally makes sense. And then they have, a schoon rig.
It's a schooner.
It's just a swim jig.
Nope. I was like, what are you doing?
Oh!
I thought you were going to eat it.
It's got that same horrible scent as everything else.
I'm going to go wash my hands.
Like, it is
BRB.
Nasty. I think I'm ruining my pants just
Probably.
wiping on my leg napkins.
I have paper towels down here now.
Leg napkins. So you got yourself 13 bags of plastic. You've got a couple creatures, a lot of worms, and some swimming type stuff, little finesse stuff in there too. All of those plastics alone, each one of those bags individually is probably $6-7 at least. Some of them go all the way up to like the $15 range.
Unless Raid was having a flash sale.
Unless Raid was having which obviously that is like the whole point here. They're negotiating on your behalf, jamming in a box.
They put it in a bundle.
And that's how they're making it happen. So that's the plastics.
Yep.
There's some hype in there. There's a lot of worms.
There's some good stuff in there. I'm excited to try out.
Let's get to the goodies.
There's a whole bunch of swim baits in here too that I'm really excited about. So we've got, right off the top, the big boy is the 170 here. This is the Osakana Slide 170. There's more than one Osakana Slide in here. There's a couple different sizes, which is cool. But these...
Coolest / second coolest bait in here.
Check this out. So it is a line through.
Yep.
There's a little line spot right there. So you go through there.
Is there a harness? There's got to be.
There is a integrated system. But there's got to be something to make it easy to pass your line through.
Well, you can
yeah, you've got a hard section up here. Makes it easier to run that line through. Line comes out there, ties onto this, and then you've got this where you can belly hook it, and you've got a second trailer hook there as well, which is really neat.
I have a slide swimmer, which is not the same thing, but it's very similar. And what the slide swimmer and like all these kind of, what their kind of claim to fame is, hard body on the inside, so the whole thing is like even the back section has like a hard section to it. So does the middle, and then it's coated in a really kind of rigid or a soft plastic, right?
Yep.
And so that's kind of the claim to fame. This one is neat because the attachment in the middle, kind of like the Nessie, the flag, whatever you want to call it.
Kind of like the knockoff of
whatever,
the actual
I'm trying to call out things people know, but there's like a mesh in here that connects the two hard sections and really makes this very durable, so it's not going to rip off.
This looks a lot more durable than the Nessie does.
Yeah, totally, because of the hard body on the inside. Very cool bait. I like the line through version. That's so cool.
Yep.
And then the color, I mean, you can't beat a bone. Like that's freaking cool. That one is $27 on its own. Wow. So out of 200, that would be like
you're making
an eighth of it right there. That would be an eighth of it right there.
Then we got another really juicy bait in here. I'm gonna paper towel on deck. But we got the Osakana swimmers. I thought there were more slides in here. I was wrong. They're swimmers. So these have more of a wedge tail design to it, their own kind of design. Obviously, there's a lot of wedge tails out there. This is the Raid version of it. And this, again, is a line through. And it's actually got this, look at this little chin weight.
I was about to say.
That is pretty neat. And then you got, obviously, the hard harness area up here. Pass your line through, tie off to your hook that comes with it. Got a big old dorsal fin that actually has a little bit of a flange to it as well.
Can we talk about the nuts there at the bottom?
Yeah, there's bulbous ends on both top and bottom.
He's got a set.
Give it a bit of a dangle.
He's got a little set there. So we got a different color here, this like red and white. So same exact bait. Again, these are like in the $25, $27 range alone. You get 3 different versions. But this is the same exact bait. You still got the same kind of wedge tail, same set on this guy. Really cool color though. These are gonna be a lot of fun. I don't have anything like this, not really. Yep. These are cool. And I will say the plastic is so soft. It's crazy how soft it is.
Hold this up.
Oh, you got the little baby boy?
Yeah.
So this is the 145.
And this is the 125.
I like the 125.
Downside.
I like them both.
This is ideal for Michigan. I think we can catch on this.
That one feels almost more durable.
And you get a more finessey hook with this one too.
You definitely do.
That one's pretty finessey. Like
it comes with BKKs.
Yeah, these are sick hooks.
BKK makes, in my opinion, them and Owner probably make the best hooks that you can buy.
I like the weight to it because it being a wedge tail, generally speaking, wedge tails are designed to fish on the bottom.
Low and slow, baby. Think barbecue.
Something we have not grown accustomed to.
It's on my list for this year.
We're gonna figure it out this year.
Because I truly am the worst.
Yeah.
Like of all the techniques that are out there that I have the least amount of faith in, but know they are really good, I think that soft swim bait, like mag draft type style swimming, I'm horrible at. So I'm just like, that is what I'm doing. So we're already a quarter of the way through here, but I will say this right now. For $200, I was just telling Jeff, I could fish this box and nothing else, just like maybe some other terminal. I can fish this box for a month. To me, I'm like, this is already good. I haven't even looked at everything else. It's all sweet.
This is our second Christmas bundle of December.
Oh, we should rank this one up against the other one.
The other one.
There's no koozies in here. No koozies in here.
If you compare this to the 6 cents bundle, which was around the same, actually more expensive.
More
expensive. $250.
You get the duffel. That's a nice
but
duffel.
you get a duffel bag. Like I use the duffel bag, but like if you don't care about the duffel bag, then you're right. Like it's not worth it at all. That one compared to this one, I would give the 6 cents like what, a 6.5 out of 10.
Value-wise, especially because it was on super sale, it's normally a lot more expensive.
Everything on there was cheaper.
When we calculated it, it was basically dead on. It was like this was the price you would pay. So I think there was some value there for sure.
Like after we bought it, the duffels stopped being sold with the bundle. They started selling other stuff.
That makes sense though.
So I would still give that like a 6 out of 10.
Sure.
This, and we're not even close to the end here, is already, I'm looking
This is a value.
I'm looking at the spread.
It's like an 8.5 already.
This is like an 8.59.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. I know we zoomed to the end. It's just I was pretty hype, honestly. But we still got more big baits.
Oh, we do. So we've got here the Gill Soft 130. And this, I might be the most excited about this bait out of everything in this box.
Mostly because the clamshell is actually appropriately sized. Hey!
And it's got BKK hooks.
Yes, it does.
So another good one. This is Wazamano.
I was about to say Wazamano. I love the packaging.
So what you got here is a bluegill style bait with a wedge tail, which is a nifty wedge tail. It's got like a shorter bottom section with a little fin to it. That's cool. You've got your single joint right there, as well as a nice kicky tail to it. You've got a snap clip included with this. Eyes in the front section are looking really good. Side harnesses that I have no idea what to do with.
That must be for flash is my guess.
I get. Throw some blades on.
Blades on the side, right? Am I crazy?
Look at these fins too. This is nuts. And then you got your harness with your BKK hook. What do I do with this?
Yeah, one thing I would call out too is this is
cool.
There's a very hard, the whole head, so like the front section has a hard interior, right? So there's a hard bait interior in there. So all of this is sort of connected. So like the 2 harnesses on the side that Jeff was talking about, these right here, the front harness and the hook are all connected to that. It doesn't look like there's a really good place for you to weedless.
Yeah, I don't know where you bury the hook.
I actually don't think you do, and the reason I'm going to say that is it also has this extremely bright forehead. A lot of times you get a bright forehead on there, that's an indicator. I'm just wondering if these are meant to be sight fished. Casted, run shallow, hence not really needing to worry too much about the hook. I don't know that. Again, we talked about it earlier. All their directions and all the advice, they're in Japanese. I don't speak Japanese. It's a loss for me. I'll admit
Google
it.
Translate.
But yeah, we're going to have to go figure these ones out, but these do look really cool. The details are impeccable. Very excited to fish this one too. I'm with Jeff.
We got some jigs, you guys. There are 8 of these What are these? The Raid Egu type cover Dama.
There's 4 heavyweights.
Four
Over here, heavyweights.
And 4 regulars.
Yep. So the heavyweight is a 1/4 ounce. It says 7 grams. So yeah, use a little Google there. Use a series. The packaging is insane. There's a lot.
The packaging is insane.
There's they even tied the hook back there with like a little. This is insane.
10x packaging to the size of the jig.
That's not good. Anytime I see a lot of packaging, I feel like I've been swindled.
What in the heck? Why is there so much packaging?
Well, because they're protecting a gorgeous jig.
I mean, it is
Look at
gorgeous.
that.
Holy crap.
That is really cool. So finesse style, there's like a mix of materials. There's like 2 different kinds of plastics. So these white spikes, those are plastic, some kind of silicone or something, I don't even know. And then you got a stripey version. Then it comes with the tail, so you can see the tail section there in the back. Really fine wire hook. Here's your hook holder, really nice. There's your hook holder, just a really fine, really sharp looking hook holder. Not much to it, but you don't really need much. And then the head shape is insane. So look at that head shape. It's got a flat bottom, like half a football. You cut a football in half and put it on backwards. Hook tie-in point. See how it's angled backwards? You're not getting hooked up on anything. This is really cool. A lot of fine details. Hey Siri, what is 5.5 grams in ounces? 0.19. 0.19, just under 1/5 of an ounce.
There you go. So this is the lighter version of that exact same jig. But I love the jig head design. Love the skirt material that they're using. I think that looks really good. It's all hand tied there. Yeah, look at that. So this is the small version. Give me the heavy guy.
I don't know any of these colors. Here you go. Here's another one. I don't know any of these colors. They're all cool.
So jig head design is a little bit different on both of these, as you guys can see there. You got more of the archy style almost with this lighter version of it. And you got more of the almost football style with the heavy duty.
Reverse cut in half football. It's really weird. It's got like 2 feet that, like knees that come out.
Look at that.
Pretty cool.
Super cool jig though. I really like it.
Yeah, and so
I'm excited to test it out.
You get 4 of the heavyweight. In the heavyweight, you got a black, a green pumpkin, the one that Jeff showed you, which is sort of like a gray, green pumpkin, and then you get the white. So those are your heavyweight colors.
And here's your lightweight colors, if you can read them. There you go.
So $7 each for one of those, already in the US, but you can get them other places maybe for like Asian Portal. $4. So $4 to $7 depending on where you look. That's an appropriately priced jig.
Times 8 of them. Okay, we just missed this, but there are actually 2 at 7 grams and 2 at 9 grams for those Igudamas, the heavyweights.
Yeah.
Then we got the head slide.
Oh, yeah.
4 of these Raid head slides, which would be your swim jig essentially with a very pyramid style head.
Yeah.
There's sharp angles.
Holy crap, these are cool.
Let's figure out what
It
7.
has 9 grams written on the side, which is totally useless. Hey Siri, how many ounces is 9 grams? That's 0.32.
So these head slides are all 9 grams, which comes out to about 1/3 of an ounce. And these are freaking nuts. Mostly because, have you seen many bait keepers this long?
No, but look at how many holders there are.
You know what this is? Power bait. Power bait made some this long. Like even on their spinner baits they do, but they're not as barbed.
Right, and I hate those. Those aren't barbed, they're just big, huge.
They're just huge.
Tubes.
So this one is barbed. Whatever you're putting on this thing, it better be a pretty tough plastic and it's gonna hold on forever. Well, look at the pyramid head shape design.
The quality is top notch.
That is crazy.
So
quality's great.
It has a very fine wire hook.
I love the hook.
I love the hook. Very fine wire, meaning it's not very thick. A really, really fine, but very stiff guard here. And it's not too long. You can see you're just barely getting over the hook there. Super high quality. This is crazy. This is like, if I was just grabbing a bunch of swim jigs, this would be the one I would pick.
Yeah.
Like blind, a bunch on a table, grab them all. I'd grab this one. This is cool.
It's gonna pair really well with that.
Oh yeah, it might.
The stagger. I think we could throw this on there.
You might be right.
It's a pretty wide body, thick plastic, so I think it would hold up to the barbs on there very well.
It's gonna be a 1/2 ounce rig.
Yep. It's a big rig. You're looking for big fish.
A little over 1/2 ounce probably.
I'm in it.
That's really cool. And then so you get 4 colors. You get the one Jeff showed you, the white that I showed you. And
then this with it too.
You get like a shad, and then you get a black too. Can't really go wrong. These are all cool. So these are about $6 each, which is
and you get 4 of them.
Yeah, you get 4 of them. So that's another $25.
All right.
Not bad.
I'm here for it. Next up, we got a spinner bait. Just the one, but it is a solid looking spinner bait. So we got the High Pitcher Max with color blade, 5/8 of an ounce. Hey, why they got ounces on here? OSP, thank you so much. For us dumb Americans, we can actually read this. Years ago, we made a joke about grams to ounces, and we didn't understand why everybody had grams and like the whole rest of the world does, and we're just dumb Americans. So here you go, angry commenters from that video. We're using the internet to fix our ignorance.
That is what it is. Now, these are $9 for a spinnerbait, which is not outlandish. There's a lot of spinnerbaits in the $15 range. I think 9 from OSP is very reasonable.
$9?
Yeah.
That's free from OSP. OSP I thought was way more expensive.
Yep, I would
and
agree.
this is a killer looking spinnerbait.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And I'll show you as soon as I get these stupid red hook
Do you want a
keepers
knife?
off.
I have a knife. Just cut the top. That's what I do.
I'd rather just hurt myself. Paul, go away.
Trying to be helpful.
I don't need you,
Still
Dad.
Here. Still here.
Ha!
Yeah, you're the best.
Didn't need you.
Nope. You
Anyways,
proved me wrong.
check this out. So it's hand tied on the skirt material. It has a tail to it as well. And then you've got what seem to be pretty high quality blades here that are also painted. They're actually white on the back, silver on the front. That is going to be nuts in the water, I think. Big old jig head design there. Again, it's 5/8 of an ounce. Pretty light finesse wire to it. So it's going to have a lot of vibration, I think. And dude, the jig head design is friggin' nuts.
I like the blades a lot.
This is $9.
So I say $9, that's the Asian portal price. So that's a
Ah.
problem. So I was just, kind of questioning myself. $23 on the hookup tackle. And you can't...
23?
Yeah, and the other thing I would say is you can't really find a lot of this stuff anywhere else except for the hookup tackle.
Or Asian Portal.
Or Asian Portal.
Probably Digitaka
Yeah,
and like those kinds of places
more
or
difficult
something.
retailers that are maybe less trustworthy. A lot of people do. I don't go to Asian Portal.
Yep.
I would rather go to a domestic, locale. So that's what I do. So if you're buying these from the hookup, $22, that makes more sense. That's more what I thought. Look, by the time you get a really high-end Japanese bait over here, everyone needs to make money. These get expensive. There's no getting around it.
Yeah.
So $22 for that one, not free.
Not free.
Now that you automatically are in the top tier of spinnerbait pricing right there. So yeah, you're already hitting value.
That's why there's only
right now.
one in there.
Yeah, it checks out.
Yeah, a couple of weird body baits, and then we've got
These are cool.
a ton of jerk baits. We got a couple of top waters.
Misk.
First one I'm gonna show you.
Why not?
Why wouldn't we? Am I gonna fish this? Absolutely.
Vroom.
Is it probably a collector's item? Sure, maybe.
Let's find out. The Blitz from OSP.
All right, so we got the Blitz from OSP and a hot rod. Look at that thing. Oh my gosh, that's freaking insane. I was like, look up if I should open this or not.
These are $25. That's on Tackle Warehouse.
Listen.
Well, look, it's got a nice bottle opener.
I mean, it's super cool, and it comes with a bottle opener. I mean, if I'm trying to just
Open a
fish-
bottle?
So we do get the cool keychain,
Yeah.
and then we get a little baby square bill with nice finesse hooks on it. Very high quality look to it. It's got a little weight balance system to the bottom, and you got a circuit board lip. That is a really cool square bill. I guarantee this catches fish. I don't care that it's got flames on it.
I've never been a flames guy. This actually makes me really not want to fish this. I will tell you though, right now, this is one of my favorite shapes of bait. These like oval sort of shape. Square bills. This is the perfect size for a Michigan River.
Yeah.
This has big smallmouth written all over it. That's gonna be hard to not fish.
Is it a bottle opener? Does it say anything and not Japanese on there? So it does include this like really nifty looking keychain thing. I don't understand how it works. Not this part. This is obvious. This is cool. So that'll clip on.
Oh, it's a
You got
clip.
the OSP design to it. And then you have this thing. And I guess you could open bottles with this. Is this for something? Am I stupid? Probably. You can tell me in the comments what specifically
Well, you're
this
definitely
is
dumb. I just don't
for.
know what this is for.
Yeah, I don't get what I use this for. I did the same thing.
Like, is it opening the bottle? Is it working? I don't know.
Like if you go under the neck of
Go get a bottle.
go the neck of the I don't have any. It's dry January, idiot. So you go onto the neck of the bottle and then like what do you do? So that's the Blitz from OSP. That's really cool. I am gonna fish this little hot rod baby.
Let's look at the Blitz Magnum. Hey, here's the bigger brother.
How do we feel about giant diving
EXDR,
crankbaits?
the deep runner. You know what? These have no play in our arsenal at all.
We use them a lot. That's why they live on my wall and never in my actual tackle
My
box.
God.
These are, is this bigger than, oh, it's
yeah.
even bigger. All right, so previously we've had this
Nice try,
size.
losers. Welcome to the show.
What the heck?
That's insane.
Listen, obviously these work. They do catch a lot of big fish when you're in the right spot. We don't even have gear for this. So we would have to get a whole new rod.
Just because of the weight. These are usually 1 to 3 ounces. And you got to have
really
a little
cool.
soft rod to get it done. So you got like a 3-inch, maybe 4-inch bill there. That is gonna drag this thing into the deep. Look at the size of the ball bearings in there. You can see them, they're huge. Massive.
The balls on that thing.
The massive set on this guy. You got a nice hooks. I mean, it's OSP, it's gonna be quality. I don't know about the hex body. I don't know what that's supposed to be. You can kind of see there's a hex pattern on the body. Maybe you can't. The plastic has like a hex deal going on there. Pretty cool. Love the paint job. It is the one I would grab out of the ones that you just showed.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm sure these are cheap too. Let's look this one up. EXDR is 23 bucks.
Jeez,
How is that 23,
Louise.
but the circuit board one that's like a 8th of the
25.
size is 25?
Because it's a collector's
Very
item.
strange.
So this is like a 20th anniversary kind of deal. Every time these get... Teckle did the same thing with the Kick Knocker. I have the 20th anniversary of that. That was like 30 bucks. So they're always priced up. It's more of a collector's thing than anything else.
So we already ripped it open.
Don't worry, we ruined it.
It's fine, everyone. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I agree with Jeff. This has no value for me. I'm sure it has a lot of value for somebody. If you're a subscriber and you would like to win this, maybe you could do that someday. Let's look at the Schmiv box where we just dropped that thing. Okay.
This is the Schmiv-away bin. Does it say that on the front? It says snow pants on the front.
Same thing.
You know how storage works, storage. This is the Schmiv-away bin. It is full of stuff, not snow pants. It's full of tackle. And yeah, you could win some of this stuff if you are a
Look,
member.
a lot, and at the end of the day, we can't fish everything, and there's a lot of stuff that doesn't work for us necessarily. Or we've tested that.
Was one of them.
Someone else would like to win, so that could be all yours.
This is not one of them.
No, it's not.
We will be fishing.
We will be
this.
fishing this.
So we have the Teckle Kick Knocker. These are phenomenal. One of the best
Yes.
top water walking baits, bar none. They're insane. I have the upsized version of this. That was the 20th anniversary one that I have.
And these are 20 bucks.
These are 20 bucks. They ain't cheap. Look at that thing. So the color is called Flash Me. That's ridiculous. So this is from Teckle, and I love their labeling that they always have. Catch, kiss, release. Do not mistreat bass. Those are so fun.
Nailed it, baby.
But the Kick Knocker, if you haven't fished one, you need to. If you can get your hands on one of
Yeah.
these things, please do.
They're cool.
You'll be stoked about it. Top water action's amazing.
The size is really neat,
It
too.
essentially walks itself, and yes, this is a far better size, in our opinion, for where we fish specifically in the north in Michigan. And this will get it done. I have the upsized version. I've still caught plenty of fish on that one, and that's in the bone with like the fish bone design on it.
Next up, we've got a lipless Lucky Craft LV. This is the 500. I don't know why it's max, but it is max.
But people will say this is one of the best lipless baits that there is.
I have one, so I have one.
I also have one. I have an LV 300.
I have the same one in white.
Right here. Yes, it's on the wall. Don't yell at me. I just don't use lipless baits that much. Also, don't yell at me, but there you go.
Yeah, whatever. You can fish whatever you want, Jeff.
When was the last time you fished a lipless and caught fish on it?
Last year.
Exactly.
So
wait, that's not
it's 2025, like for 5 days.
You dum-dum.
So this is a gizzard shad as the color. It's really cool. Front weighted, so a lot. That's really going to, and you can feel it just holding this. All the weight is in the front. That helps with you with the cast for sure, but there's always weight in these. They're supposed to cast 300 miles. That means it's gonna fish like this. So this is really gonna help you around cover, around rocks, or if you're going down deep, you're not gonna get hung up as much. The hooks are gonna go this way, and the bait goes this way. So pretty cool, nice bait. We need to look up the price on that one. It is, I will guess, 15.
The packaging is gold.
Okay, I guess 15. It's 16 bucks.
They're so fancy pants. Next up, we've got the Mega Bass Pop Max. Now, these are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
I actually have this exact one. So here's the thing. Here's where this gets interesting. There's a couple of Mega Bass baits in here that this specific colorway has been included previously in other Bento boxes. I did get the $100 box that they made available like 4 or 5 months ago.
4 months ago, I think.
Something like that. And I got these exact 2 colors, the Pop Max and the Vision 110. So these will definitely go straight to Paul here, so lucky you. But this is a great top water bait. They just work really well, and they're kind of loud, but they bloop a lot.
Show them the
They
gills.
spit a lot of water. Like it just comes right out of these gills right here, which is crazy.
Actual gills.
Really unique action. Like you can bomb cast these.
They're cheap too. They're like very inexpensive.
Is a lie. There's what the gills do. You can see right there. But this is a custom Edo color that Hookup Tackle kind of mixes in with a lot of their boxes,
well, that's
which is cool.
That's kind of their claim. It's like, hey, you can get a limited edition colorways that you can't get anywhere else unless you get the Bento box subscription, which we do not have. 20 bucks for the Pop Max, so not cheap. Just looked it up. Confirmed.
Always worth it. And you know, even though I already have that color, it is a great color. I have caught a ton of fish on that exact bait right there all summer long. It was great. So we got 2 Vision 110s in here, which is always a win.
These are 25, 26 bucks.
25 bucks. Yeah. And that custom color that you're getting there is the Baby Gill, which you also get in the Vision 110. Baby Gill is just like this translucent bluegill style color. Here's the Vision 110. Do we need to say anything about Vision 110?
We have.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really good.
Get them. They're great.
This one is CB shad, so you get like a purple, blue. Is it purple or blue?
Bro.
It's both.
What?
Purple, blue head.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
And
like
you get
that.
the, yeah, I know. This one can go to
Dibs.
Jeff, that's for sure. Green chartreuse right there at the top, down to clear. This is like for up north, northern clear waters. Banger.
Perfection.
Really cool. The other thing I'll call it is some of the best hooks in the game on these baits. They're expensive, but that's because they're awesome.
All right, so we've got some other solid jerk baits, 3 of them from Lucky Craft here. This is the Lightning Stacy 110S, S for suspending. And what's pretty cool is that they do actually include QR codes, not once or twice, but 3 times. So in case you missed it the first 2 times, you got a 3rd one to save the day. And that probably goes to the description, which I'm sure is then translated, which is great for us stupid Americans. So let's take a look at this thing. This one is 100% chrome. This is chromed out. It's not even going to show up good on camera here, but they actually chromed out the bill of this thing too. And you can see it's pretty wide. This is your deeper diver. Get it down deep, it'll suspend. Got these crazy green blue eyes on it as well. Nice light wire hooks. The front one is like getting stuck for some reason constantly. That's weird. Dude,
Weird.
Look at that.
In the water, I don't think you'd have.
Yeah.
So those are 16 bucks. There's a couple different models. Some of them are cheaper than others. Most of them are 16 bucks. I've never seen a jerkbait quite like that. That's pretty cool.
Very interesting.
This is the Lucky Craft Pointer. This is sort of their, I don't know, volume standard jerkbait.
Yep.
These are also anywhere from $15 to $17 on Tack Warehouse. Kind of depends on the color. You get 2 colors with this one. You get the pineapple shad.
Love that one.
That actually is kind of cool.
That was a really cool color right
And then
there.
this one you get brownie. It is pretty cool.
Brown E.
I mean, these are just great jerkbaits. I've used these many times, mostly in the past though. It's been a couple years since I've even had a Lucky Craft jerkbait.
They're awesome.
The one thing I'll call it that differentiates them from the Vision 110, the Vision 110 does not have a bill that connects in this way.
So yeah, it looks like kind of a one-piece body. You can see they paint all the way up to that lip there. But yeah, these are fantastic jerkbaits. For a 2-hook jerkbait, Lightning Pointer 100 is a fantastic option. And yes, I will keep saying fantastic.
Fantastic!
Because they are.
Fantastic!
Fantastico.
They should have called this shiny brown. I would have gone with shiny brown because that's what it really is. This is, I mean, the most like generic paint job that would catch the most fish. I think even more than just shad.
A go-to.
Yeah, you get
sure.
a nice dark in there, but it's shiny enough where it work in the light. I think that's a dark water jerkbait. That's a banger. It's pretty cool.
So with this mystery bento box, they promoted it at a value well over $200. They are 100% correct.
Not even close.
This fully exceeded by a lot what we expected it to be in terms of value.
The swim baits alone, so like the Gill Soft, the Osakana swimmers, I'll get it one day.
You will.
So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. They're 25 bucks each. Right there alone, you're well into the 200 bucks.
Add in all the body baits,
all the
plastics,
jigs, all the hard baits, all the other stuff. So
it's insane.
That is we talked about, hey, how does this compare to the 6 cents?
Blows it
duffel,
away.
Even
It's
at
not
the
even
discount
close.
with the duffel bag, it blows it away.
Not
So
even close.
they'd absolutely hit a home run. I think this is phenomenal. And a lot of stuff you just can't get. Like you could get it from like somewhere over in Japan if you really wanted to hunt, but if you were like Tackle Warehouse, only maybe half this or less is available on Tackle Warehouse. So I think that also brings a lot of value too. And then you get the custom colors if that's something you're into, and if you're a collector guy, gal, whatever.
This is great.
You get the Dale Earnhardt Jr. version of a crankbait, which is kind of dope.
I like the Dale Earnhardt senior version.
I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. Definitely a value. And if you're into JDM baits, I think you absolutely hit 2 home runs. Maybe an inside the park while you were running your regular home run.
So go check out the Hookup Tackle. Again, we don't work with them at all.
Nope.
We've bought 2 bento boxes from them, one for $100, one for $200. Both of them blew our minds. They were fantastic. I was pleasantly surprised by both of these boxes, so I would definitely recommend it to anybody, especially if you're interested in getting into JDM stuff, which we have been for the past couple of years, and it's been awesome. So go check them out. But that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for this unboxing. Stay tuned for more. Subscribe, like, all that cool stuff, and we'll catch you all on the next video.
We're going down this time.
Boop!